Peace, this is King Noble Black Supremacy, and with this particular video I want to address the contradictions of the allegations against Nature Boy. And don't tell me something about what some fucking newspaper has printed. Newspapers can say whatever they want to say, whether they are in America, whether they are in the US or South America. A newspaper is propaganda. They can say whatever they want. So just because something you read in a newspaper does not reflect the particularities of why he's arrested, or it's not specific. So the newspaper is just a spin. So don't use a newspaper article as verification and as facts, because I'm not going for that. But let me deal with the contradiction of the allegations. For one, they say that, well, somebody called the police because they saw him with, the neighbors saw him with Eliana, and they thought it was a boy. They thought that he was doing something sexual with some young boy. Okay. Then they said they also saw some weird stuff going on, as far as maybe the baby being passed around and breastfed by multiple people. I guess Eliana being one of them. So wait a minute. If you thought Eliana was a little boy, how is she breastfeeding a little boy? How is she breastfeeding the little girl if you thought she was a boy? So that doesn't make sense. For 1 minute you thought she was a boy, and then the next minute you see her breastfeeding a child. So that's too contradictory. Either she's a boy and that's involved in some type of sexual act with a grown man, or she's a lady passing a baby around that she's breastfeeding. Okay. He was doing some sexual act with the child. This is what the neighbors say, because these are so many allegations. Okay, let's look at that. So then why wasn't the child taken to be examined? If that's the case, why didn't they examine the child? And if the child was in a situation that was hazardous, or that was dangerous, or unsafe, then why is the child still there? Because purely it was an unsafe environment, if that was the case. But the child's still there. The child's still with Eliana. Okay, the child was being tossed around in a dangerous manner or something. So it takes more than one person to toss a child around. If they all was tossing the child around, then why is only one person in jail? So that doesn't make sense. Well, he's being held because of some type of case or investigation that's going on in America. Then you got to ask, is that a real case? A warrant?